Hey, it's Damien Baden, your local real estate agent in Northeast Ohio, and I wanted to go through a little description of Avon, Ohio today. It's an extremely popular community to either build a new home or to buy an existing home. So when you look at Avon here, I'm just kind of running my mouse around the boundaries. So on the north side, you got Avon Lake, you got Sheffield. Off to the west, you got North Ridgeville to the south, and Westlake to the east. Something to know about Avon is over the last 10 years, there's been a lot of development taking place. So homes, let's go back even 20 years. 20 years ago, Avon did not have a lot of construction going on. It was more considered country. Well, in the early 2000s, Pulte Homes and Ryan came in. Some of the really popular developments today would be Highland Park, which is a massive community, and it ranges from 2,200 up to probably 4,000 or 5,000 square feet in homes. And homes back in the day used to sell for probably in the 200s and 300s. Today they're going in the 7s and 8s. So that would be for some of the new construction, and that's across the street from Bobolink Golf Course and on the southern end of Avon. Another really popular community would be Redtail. Redtail is a more custom community of homes, and that is more on the east side, closer to Westlake and close to North Ridgeville as well. But another great community. Bentley Park, which is more in a walkable distance to Avon Commons, that is going to be more in the central part, right off 83 and south of Detroit, where you can find that. And a lot of newer construction today is going on more of the west side of Avon, above Detroit, but between Stony Ridge and Moon Road. That's an area that you can see a lot of new construction going on. One of the great things is Avon is super close to obviously 90. You can get to 480 pretty quick, as well as the Turnpike. So that's something else that is unique. From the standpoint of shopping, you've got Avon Commons, which continues to grow with more stores. On top of that, within about 10 minutes away, you've got Crocker Park over in Westlake, which is also an extremely popular shopping spot. But one of the things that I think is very unique about Avon is just the amount of stuff that has come with, and I'm going to scroll in real quick, but you've got the Crusher Stadium that was recently built. All across 90, you have all kinds of, shops as like Play, CLE. You've got, Costco, Best Buy, Cabela's, Duluth Trading Company. I mean, it just goes on. And every time I turn around, something else seems to be being built in Avon. So this is definitely a popular community. From food, Strip Steakhouse is one of my favorite places to go eat a steak, and I'm more than happy to drive from where I live in North Royalton over to this area just to get access to that food. Another great thing is Melt Bar and Grill and Hex Cafe for great hamburgers. So those are just some things that I would point out. The Winking Lizard used to be closer to Westlake, but they just put that south of Detroit Road, and it's another hot spot. Great burgers and chicken wings if you like that. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of an idea of Avon. One of the things I want to point out, and this is something extremely important about this area, but there is a floodplain that runs through parts of Avon, and you can see it highlighted in this orange as I run my mouse. And the bigger part that's impacted by this is on the southeast end, so closer to North Ridgeville as well as Westlake. And one of the things to keep in mind, if you're buying a home in certain areas, you want to make sure that you understand flood insurance. And hopefully this right here gives you something to point out. It is not something to necessarily be afraid of, but it's something to be aware of as you're searching for either a resale home or a new built home. Some of the restaurants, once again, Strip Steakhouse, one of my favorites, Nemo Bar and Grill. Hex Cafe has great hamburgers. Winking Lizard's one of my favorites, and they're all over Cleveland, but there's one right in Avon. On top of that, Avon Brewing Company is something that would definitely be something to go check out. So that just gives you a little bit of an idea there. On top of that, you've got the aquatic facility in Avon. Unfortunately, due to COVID, it's shut down right now, but a huge water park. You've got the Avon Fitness Court, the Little League Park, and something that's cool that when I was building in Bentley Park and Highland Park for Pulte, they did not have this, but now they have an Avon skate park. So that's something else that I think is really cool. And then you've got Bobolink Golf Course, you've got Golf Zone for your 3D golf courses. And as I mentioned before, on that far west side, you've got the Lake Erie Crushers. So this is just giving you a little bit better understanding of Avon. On top of that, Miller's Nature Preserve. Now this is just off 83, south of Detroit Road, not too far away. It's almost in walking distance of Eagle Crest or Bentley Park, but different activities. They got a 5,000 square foot conservatory with a butterfly house that's really cool. On top of that, you got some hiking trails, and as you can see here, the trail map. This is 83 right here, referred to as Center Road. But hopefully this gives you a good idea in why Avon is such a popular place to live. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us with the contact information on this page, and we'd be more than happy to either help you build a new home in Avon or sell you a resale home in one of the extremely popular communities throughout Avon.